Hey there guys, so this is your Fallen Saber and Grandmaster guide. I'm going to be having parts where it's going to go through and show all of our characters here and what we were using, just so you can pause and check whatever we're using, and then you could have the same setup if you would like. And I mean, our setup was pretty good, I think. I mean, there's a few different gear changes we probably could have made. And then also Lizard here, he, instead of having the guillotine, ended up swapping it out for the Coupe Duello rocket launcher, I believe that's how you pronounce it. And it had lasting impression on it, so then he could kind of shoot that on the champion, stun it, and then kind of buff his own damage. So that's what we had there. Now, on this first part here, I'm going to go through every single part and talk about it. It's not going to be the whole thing. It's just going to be as long as I need it to be able to show you and be able to tell you what we did. So I mean, here you're going to want to shoot off the guns off of all the ships there, and then just clear the ads, go down to the satellite, stand in it, and then once the next group of ads start coming in, or if there's a ship just sitting there that's not dropping anything, you might have to go stand in the satellite. So go and do that, and then just keep killing the ads, picking them off. We kind of hung out up here around this rock structure here, or you could go off like to the right side there and kind of hide out over there when the ads spawn on the opposite side of where they're spawning right now, and do that. But this part, you have plenty of space to make sure you're not getting killed by the champions. Really watch out for those guys with the shrapnel launchers or little like shotgun kind of things, because they can melt you very quickly. And watch out for the snipers. But here, I don't think you'll have a problem with it, as long as you got pretty good gear. You'll be able to get through this part pretty easily. So let's move on to the next area. Okay, so for this part, I can see how people would find this challenging because it's really close quarters. This is just from a different run where we did a much better job. Obviously, we didn't have as many lives as before, but we just kind of, I feel like we're more efficient in the way that we did this room. So why there are no ads is because I ended up using my Chaos Reach. So you use both of the Chaos Reaches just to kind of clear out those ads when they spawn, because there's going to be big hordes of them. And there's going to be a lot of those guys with those like shrapnel launcher things, and they're going to melt you very quickly. So make sure you're doing that. Also, probably don't want to do what I did. I mean, you don't have to play out in this room here. You can kind of play back in the door and pick off the ads, which is probably a lot smarter of an idea, instead of, kind of pushing out here being a little bit aggressive like we were, because that can cause you to die. And we did run into a problem in the next run that we did where we were down the one guardian because we were playing pretty aggressive and the ads moved in a lot quicker that time. But I mean, if you're using those chaos reaches to clear the ads and getting it down to just the champions, you should be pretty fine. And now, I mean, the next harder part is going over to the other side of the room, because there's a lot less cover. You have these two pillars, you have a lot of ads coming in, you have a lot of champions. So most of the time, in between all these things where, we got done taking out a group of ads and moving on to the next part, just kind of walk around, grab ammo, get ready to go. And if you need to wait for like the banner shield to charge up, then that's fine if there's not enough orbs for him. Over here might have been a pretty good spot to hide for some reason. I don't know, I just never really paid attention to it before. But what we did is got the chaos reaches up, got the banner shield up, and then we kind of use the banner shield to block the champion shooting, and then use the chaos reaches to wipe out the ads. So I mean, in this part, it's going to be a little bit longer part of the video because we were kind of just waiting around, waiting for his banner shield to charge up, just so that we had that ready to roll. But that's kind of what the chaos reaches are going to be used for a lot in this Nightfall here, other than getting the boss down at the very end when he's going into his sicko mode and just like chasing you down and going to instantly kill you. So they're really good for killing a lot of ads. Don't even waste it on the champion because it's kind of a pain. So like we'll just kill these exploding guys right away, little exploding shanks or whatever. He pops a banner, and then I just go off to the side and kind of sweep from the right to the left, trying not to hit the banner shield because you're not going to be able to shoot through it, but wipe out a lot of those ads. And then that should make your life pretty easy. You can get orbs. Then you got another chaos reach to kind of help and finish those off, to make sure there are no ads other than the champions. And I mean, once you're down to the champions, it's pretty easy to destroy them very quickly, and then get the res if somebody ends up dying or something. You can just take your time on this part now because there are no other ads that you have to really worry about. So let's go on to the next part. Okay, so now you're on the tunnel. This part is kind of annoying. We tried a few different things, but just what I did was I'll just shoot some anarchy shots on some of the walls where they spawn just to try to take them out as soon as they spawn so that they don't kill me. And here, I mean, what would work the best is having people protect you as you're running across and trying to make sure that they kill like the exploding shanks and just the other normal shanks very quickly, or use like a chaos reach and kind of shoot down the hallway. You could do that as well, but it didn't really work the best there for us. He'd use his chaos reach, but he didn't have it when we tried one time. But then, I mean, if you can get to that point where I got and I died, then your teammate can kind of go over there. The Az will stop spawning. He can go grab the orb, and then he's just gonna have to be quick. He got really lucky that he was able to slide across here and not get hit by one of those electric beams, but he made it and got it done. So that's all that matters. We made it past that part, and then the Az will stop spawning after you bank that thing. So on this part here, you're gonna kind of just sit back. You're gonna pick off as many ads as you can. If you can kill that barrier very quickly, that's really beneficial just because the barrier is going to be shielding a lot of the ads. Use the chaos reaches to wipe out big groups of ads just to make it a little bit easier on yourself. Get them down to just the champions, so then you can just slowly pick them off. And the champions are going to be pretty easy to handle because they kind of just hang out over there, and you can sit back here and just take them with anarchy, use divinity, snipe them, and that kind of thing. So I kind of pushed up just to try to get this guy picked off, just because he's going to be a problem if we're not able to stun the other champions. But that's kind of what you're going to do in this room here. Same in the next room. You have, plenty of room to kind of be back a little bit and clear out any of the champions and the ads. So don't worry about that. You'll be able to get that part done. And also make sure that you pick up ammo in this room before you go to the next room, because you're not going to be able to come back and get more ammo. And we got really lucky there that the champion didn't just shoot us and wipe us, but I think he did get a stun on him. So that's what we kind of did on this room. It's nothing super crazy amazing, but let's move on to the very chaotic boss room. Okay, so now we are on the boss room. So if you can, you're going to want to do quite a lot of damage just to get him into his next immunity phase, if possible. But I know mistakes happen, and my teammates here ended up going down, and then it was just me. But I quickly got over here, and this is actually some pretty good coverage. So if your teammates do go down, you're the last one and you're on this side, you can hide back here, and to be pretty safe, you'll be able to pick off ads and whatnot through here, and then the boss isn't going to shoot you through here, even though the cover, I mean, it has a lot of holes in it. But what you're going to do, you're going to want to try to get that boss to the next immunity phase, because otherwise he's just going to kind of hang out there. And then when you do get him to the next immunity phase, he's going to go over there. And you probably don't want to do what I did. I think we got really lucky here. Probably shouldn't have been able to get this res, but for some reason the Az just missed a lot, and I was able to do that as my cover was disappearing that I was trying to use. So we still did manage to survive, so I guess that was pretty lucky. Otherwise there, what you probably are going to want to do is, I should have just canceled my super sooner. Crouch behind the cover, put down a healing rift or whatever, and then crouch behind the cover and just kept myself protected. But then there's going to be a champion that spawns, and then I'm sitting over here being able to hit him, and I have the good cover as again, and then my two teammates are sitting over there as well. You do have to watch out for the electricity. Don't get too close to it over there, otherwise it will kill you. But you can just kind of sit back in these two positions and take down the champion without any problems. You can try to sit up more on the steps if you want to. I've seen people do that as well. But I just feel like over here you have some better cover. And you're going to want to hopefully have your Banner Titan charged up. Otherwise you're going to have to wait like we did. So I did cut out part of that in this video while we were waiting for his super just to get close to being full. Because when we do get the boss down to the next phase, or down to his like last little bar health where he's gonna be going into his mode where he just chases you down and will instantly kill you, you're gonna want to have that banner shield just to kind of protect the two chaos reaches while they end up finishing him off. So I do have the rest of this fight here, and I mean, I guess this kind of worked here. Just try to do a lot of damage to him so that he goes away from you. he can slam and stuff like that. And I mean, the banner worked pretty good. I kind of put myself in a crappy spot here, which kind of sucks. And then, he just cleared out the ads, and then the boss is just going to do a lot of damage and melt him. But then he can kind of crouch back here, get my res, and then you can kind of see now, I guess, where the other safe spot is because of the mistake that I made. But really, I mean, you just in here probably should play a little bit better than us and actually pay attention to where your health is and make sure you're not letting yourself get too low and being exposed for too long. But then you're going to also want to focus those snipers because they're going to be annoying. They're going to do a lot of damage. I did also have the sniper damage resist and arc resist, so that helped out as well. But once you get down to this point, you're just going to have that one champion left. And we end up getting into some different positions. And then this is where the clip's going to jump because we just kind of had him waiting to get his banner shield back since he had just used it there. So now what you do here is he's got his banner shield ready to go. We got our chaos reaches ready to go. So I mean, you also got to make sure that's the thing. Stick him with anarchy, hit him with rockets, hit him with a bunch of snipes, get his health down pretty low, and then you can kind of be a little bit more aggressive. So I probably shouldn't be moving where I am just in case, he ends up shooting me. But then as soon as he pops like that, then you're going to want to have the banner shield go there, block, and then you're going to hit him with the chaos reaches. And you got to be careful because you can't shoot through the banner shield there with your chaos reach. But then there you go. It's all done. Got the completion. So thank you guys for checking out this video. I know it's probably going to be a really long one, but I like to just kind of play out quite a bit of the runs that we did just so that people can kind of see exactly what we did. And I don't want to cut out too much and then have people miss something that would be vital. But hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you can give this video a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next video.